Did you hear the reverberating echoes of air raid sirens and mortar blasts boomed across the city of Karabakh recently? This is Hear the Web, and I'm Tom.
And I'm Lily. A similar sonic chaos has been unleashed once again as the long-standing conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenia over Nagorno-Karabakh worsens.
Indeed, Lily. According to a BBC report, Azerbaijan's defense ministry confirmed the initiation of anti-terrorist operations in Armenian-controlled Nagorno-Karabakh. Shivers of unrest and mistrust have been feeding into ethnic tensions for months around this contentious breakaway enclave.
Yes, this region is no stranger to conflict. Let's take our listeners back to the time when two wars had already taken place over Nagorno-Karabakh, once after the collapse of the Soviet Union in the early 1990s and again in 2020. Azerbaijan has always highlighted that internationally, the region is part of its territory.
We've seen that Azerbaijan has been incrementally escalating its military buildup around Nagorno-Karabakh, leading to Tuesday's operation. Just pause here to remember the casualties. A reported 11 Azerbaijani police and civilians have already lost their lives in a mine blast and another incident.
Yes, it's a grave humanitarian crisis. Azerbaijan, however, is clear about its intentions, claiming that they aim to disarm and enforce Armenia's military withdrawal from their territories. They insist that their targeting is specific to legitimate military targets.
Meanwhile, Armenia paints a rather different picture, claiming that the reports of Armenian military fire don't correspond with reality. So we have this contrast between positions from both sides, escalating an already tense situation.
The local journalist, Siranush Sargsyan, stated that residential areas of the city, including a building right next to hers, were hit. An estimated 120,000 ethnic Armenians are attempting to go about their lives as shells keep falling.
Now, let's look at the international responses. Russia, for example, was reportedly given minutes' notice of the Azerbaijani offensive and has urged both countries to abide by the ceasefire signed after the 2020 war.
Yet, with its focus diverted towards the invasion of Ukraine, Russia's role as a peacekeeper here seems compromised. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan even mentioned that Russia seems to be spontaneously leaving the region.
Prayers for peace continue, echoed by individual voices and organizations such as Toivo Kla, the EU's representative, who has called for an immediate ceasefire. But the realities on the ground speak differently.
Indeed. We end our discussion today with the disconcerting news of a deadly landmine blast that claimed 6 lives, including 4 police officials. These are stark reminders that, even amid talks of ceasefires and peace, the fragility of the situation remains.
As we sign off, we are left with scenes of destruction, burnt-out vehicles, and a landscape marred by conflict. A chilling reminder that this historic dispute is far from resolution and everyday citizens are caught in its terrifying crosshairs. This is Hear the Web, and we'll continue to bring you stories that matter from around the world.